Hey guys, Kachna here, and today's day 13 of my 30 days of vlogging, and today we're at the Beers Community Wetland Nature Trail. So this is an overview of the whole nature area, and then these are the people that helped make that area possible. And here we see the welcome sign for the wetlands. You can see they have signs along the way telling all about the wetland and what's here. This tells what a wetland is, about the different soils. And they have this nice path here that you can follow. You can hear all the wildlife that's here. It's nice and cool here. And this path is really nice, and it goes way out into the marshlands, wetlands. This sign tells all about the cattails that are here in the wetlands. You can see there's a lot of them, and once it's summertime they'll grow up and be nice and green. These ones are still left over from last year. You can hear there's some frogs already. You can see some of the water down here. This tells about the wetland food web that's here and how everything's interconnected. And on the other side, it tells about the different animals that you can find in the wetlands and what it supports. You can see there's all kinds of different plants and flowers. And they have a nice path mowed through here every year. And once you come off the little wooden bridge that's behind me, you can just smell all the flowers and plants and everything that's getting ready to bloom because it's springtime, and it just smells so good. And there were lots of different animals that I could hear moving around in the marsh or the swamp, but I couldn't see any of them. They definitely saw me way before I saw them. So here we see a sign about invasive plants, and it tells us that if they're left unchecked, they can just take over the whole landscape, and that would be really bad for the wetland. And then down here, something that we have a problem, well, maybe not a problem, but it's a big issue in Pennsylvania is Lyme's disease from ticks. So this is just a sign about how to prevent Lyme disease and what to do to make sure that you don't get any ticks, because we actually have a lot of ticks here in Pennsylvania. You can see here it looks like they cut down some trees that had died, and it looks like a lot of water might have come through here the last time that we had a flood. We do have a lot of flooding here in Pennsylvania as well. You can see they planted new trees all along this path. We had some problem with boar beetles and ash beetles, and then we also have the spotted lanternfly that is starting to invade here in Pennsylvania. Mostly south from us is the lanternfly, but the ash and boar beetles, they've crossed over into Pennsylvania and they've killed a lot of our trees. So inside these pipes all the way down on both sides are replanted trees. Here's one I think we can see inside. Yep, there's a little tree way down in there. This sign here talks about the previous use of these wetlands. They tried to drain it for agricultural purposes, but unfortunately, or fortunately, they weren't able to drain it. And then this is a better overhead view of the area. So we started out here and we went all the way around here, and we're about in here somewhere. There's some people here today taking pictures of birds. They said that they saw some really nice ones. I haven't seen too many yet. You can see here there's a pretty wet area, and there's some brand new plants popping up out of there. This area here looks like it has some big plants that are getting ready to grow in it. Not sure what they're called. You can see this area also has lots of water in it. And they've built a long path over top of this water too. Here are all the animals. This is a nice place to come, just to get a nice walk. It's not too hot. There are a lot of bugs, but there's a lot of nature to see and hear. And there's a clear path of where to go, so you don't have to worry about where you should walk or where you shouldn't walk. You can see the flooding that happens, how much damage it causes. Down this long row, they have bird houses, and they have them along this area here as well. Just outside the preserve, you can see there's 2 baseball diamonds and a tennis court and this batting cage that isn't up and running right now. You can visit this area in the wintertime too, and as the seasons change, it does change in appearance. So it'll look different in the summertime, and then in the fall time, when the leaves change and everything starts to die, it'll look different then as well. So it's a fun place to come by yourself or with your family, just to see the different wetlands, and kids can learn a lot here too about the different animals and how the wetlands change and why we need to preserve them. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed going to the Wilbur Beers Nature Area in my hometown. See you next time, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos.